Hi, my name is Jason and I'm a father of 4, and I'm partnering with Dove Men Plus Care to share how to help kids become activists. Before I became a father, I cared about causes, but sadly I was not an active participant in solving those problems. That changed when I became a dad. I not only wanted the world to be a better place for my kids, but for all families. And so I jumped all in and became passionate about making a change. So here are my 5 tips for helping kids to become activists. Number 1, activism starts in the home. When something comes up like when a black man is murdered by the police, we talk about it. For my teenagers, the dialogue is much more blatant and more detailed. For my 2 younger ones, we talk about it on their level of language they can understand. But I don't shy away from what happened. We talk about it, I share with them what happened, and then it's a discussion. They have questions, I answer them. If I don't know the answer, I say I don't know. And we continue to look for the answers. We also talk about other things, such as the fact that on average, women make less than men for doing the same job. We also discuss the cruelty that many gay and lesbian people face. So these are all discussions that we're having. Number 2, educate them. In the case of the Black Lives Matter protest, we looked back at the civil rights movement. We studied the leaders of the early civil rights movement, who they were, what they did, why they did it. And we looked through the timeline that the civil rights movement is still going on today, that it's not over, and that there is still a lot more to be done. That way, then when something like the Black Lives Matter protest movement happens, they already have a base to build upon. So we read books, we watch movies, and we talk about it. Number 3, help them create. Right now, my kids are making Black Lives Matter protests. My son made this one that says, "Stop racism and start equal rights." This is something that he came up with himself. Go ahead. My daughter, she made this one that says, "I love you." When kids make signs for the protest, they feel much more involved, like they have a stake in themselves, that they are an active participant. It's something that they have said, it's on their heart, and they're going to share it when they reach the protest, the march or the vigil, whatever you're going to. And so it's from them, they're sharing how they feel about the situation. And then when they're there, they're excited to carry their signs, and they want to show their signs off. And so I do very little in helping them create the signs. They create, and I just follow along and help guide them. Number 4, know their limits. When you're at the protest, have an out strategy. Fact is, kids cannot march as far as adults can. Their legs will hurt and they'll get tired. You're going to want to keep on marching and keep walking because you're passionate about what's going on. You don't want them to remember the protest for how tired they were or how bad their feet hurt. So when they say they're tired or they're hurting, leave, go home. Number 5, don't leave your passion at the march. It's easy for us, people that look like me, to go back home and relax in your own privilege. Not everybody can do that. So it's important for when you get home that the conversation about protesting doesn't end. Hang the signs up on the wall. That way when the kids see those signs, they remember why they marched. And if you're having an ongoing discussion, when something does arise, you're already prepared. And also encourage movies and TV shows that show diversity. So that will be the normal for them. So those are my 5 tips for how to help kids become activists. I'd love to see what your tips are. So in the comments below, please list how you get your kids involved. Thank you. Have a nice day.